Great. Oh fuck. Yeah. I need something better than this debug buff. This seems nonsensical. Why escape every single character? But yeah. It's just a stream buff. actually, let me just add it to this. Don't have an X. Oh. Ugh. All this make I don't get it sometimes. This was debug and debug channels, I guess. Hell, I don't even need that. I don't think I need to remember that. Oh, actually, apparently I do. AIT chess R. How I pronounce it? Yeah, I'll pick it up. Like start talking. Kisha Tega, also hello or hi. I have a debugging library that needs an O stream, and well, no, it's the interface of the debug library is just a macro, like here, and then it writes a hidden O stream, which is actually stream buff, and then sometimes flushes it to whatever is programmed as to be the actual output. In my case, standard C out. But now I have another library, XML, which writes to arbitrary O stream, because it's really intended to write to disk, for example. But I want now to write the output, the XML output to sdebug output. So I'm writing a stream buff that does that. How shall I call it? I'm already using a buff so up here. I just copied that to, let's call it the stream buff this time. Debug stream buff derived from stream buff. Remembers the debug channel that I should write to. Upon construction, it writes nothing to that debug channel, but with a continued flag. And then upon destruction, it writes finish to it. So these two balance out. And then in the meantime, every time I get a new character, I write a character to that debug channel. So it is now using the interface of libcwd for writing debug output very inefficiently because it does it character by character. But yeah, well. And then there's a cherry on top. If it is a new line, I'm also doing finish. I have no idea why it's writing \n here. I think I want to write like that. Just see that it was a new line. Yeah, maybe I should write And then it begins again. Maybe I should escape characters as well. It's kind of like my buff. So I have a buff to Gar, I think, which I could use. Let's see, buff to Gar. Doesn't highlight. Why not? Gar to string. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. That is what you wanted. So I use it here. Yeah, you can just do that. As long as you're inside this macro, it will pick up the namespace. I'm self-taught, I guess. So loads of documentation everywhere. Okay, now we are going to test this. That is buff to stream, debug stream buff, Ctrl T. Debug stream buff. It says debug does not name a type. Yeah, okay, and so debug is just debug. Where is channel.ct defined? That is the question. In libcwd. Oh, okay. And theoretically, if you rename a class, Theoretically, I should put double colons here, I guess, just in case. Or not. I'm doing that here, but it's a macro. Macros are a little bit different. Yeah, I don't think I need that here. So let's do that like that. It doesn't know that hard to string. I probably have to just include it. Yet another header to slow things down. Yeah, I think it can be done here. Let go to string.h, I guess. Hopefully. Seems to be working, except I didn't pass a debug channel. So now if we pass a debug channel like this, I don't think it's going to work. But, yeah. Let's write this to Vulkan. No, let's write it to notice. Let's write it to debug. At least then something changed. I think that the DC is in debug channels. At least it gets a color. Let's try that. Yay. Finally, now I could grab it. So now it writes indeed to channel debug. Although after this new line here, which is probably the last line, it prints unfinished because it expects that maybe, you know, more comes. Now, well, actually, no, it's printing unfinished because this is happening here. Why? Because it didn't close it yet. And I didn't close it yet because it wasn't destructed yet. Though maybe I should destruct this thing before I start printing anything else outside. Here, continued and then print nothing. That's kind of silly to have an empty unfinished and an empty continued. How can I fix that? By not printing that, I guess. But that just means that I have to destruct it, I'm afraid. destruct it before we print creating graphics pipeline. Yeah, okay. So now we destructed here the debug stream. And in the meantime, it writes flags as nothing. I guess it's 0. I'm gonna have to live with whatever it wrote, I think. Although see, it's the same as it prints here. There's new flags. That is kind of weird though, because no, that must be my own code, I think. It's kind of weird though. I'm not printing braces here. Is this toString doing it? Need a VK toString for flags. Okay, let's start with finding something inside Vulkan. Maybe I implemented a toString. Seems unlikely. Actually, it is not that unlikely. So let me start over. You have to look for toString in source Vulkan directory. Just event type. Input event, I mean. Swap chain index. Debug messenger, math. Render graph stuff. Index pair. Bit set. Vector index. Vulkan toString. Yeah, just I think this is yeah, these are enums, and I'm just printing the name. Anyway, that's gonna be a billion of them. I'm not sure if I have others. No, it's a good thing that there wasn't a Z. Anyway, so there is. I have no idea where the brace comes from. I would say that's my own code somewhere, but. Might also be that it didn't print anything because I'm not printing anything. But then where do the braces come from? Well, Amit. How do I find out where my brace comes from? So I just step through the whole code, the debugger. That's just sad. But yeah. Because I'm printing. Oh wait, this is reading. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Ha, ha, ha. That's that's specialized writing as well. Hello, Amit Kumar from India. I'm from the Netherlands, as you can hear probably. There is my yay, and the braces are gone, so okay. I guess I just have to implement it again-ish. I mean, the Vulkan API already has an implementation for writing the flags, but let's do it again. I'm pretty sure that T is always an enum. I'm not even sure. I think it is always an enum. Okay, so I need to test if T is an enum, and then if not, then fail. Or let's just assert it. I could use a static assert. I have to use a static assert. Use a static assert. So we need a concept for T. Something like is enum. Maybe it already exists. I don't know. I think there is something like it though. Standard is enum. Hey, bang. Type traits. Example. They use value though. Use a helper variable template. Yeah, see, it just works. Oh, that's underscore v. So it's not a concept then. No. Const expression. No, it's not a concept. That's good enough, of course. So underscore v just gives the value back. Now I want to see if that compiles. I still need to include the header though, perhaps, maybe. Well, you're already linking, so that should be included to make it officially working. Let's include that from, let's just include that here. Oops. Well, it was already included. I don't know by who, probably Vulkan.h pp. Okay, now I also want to include magic enum. And I don't know what the header is. Magic enum.h. Magic enum. HPP. Oops. And then I want to use magic enum to print the value. Oh boy, something is wrong here. Something is wrong. How does this flags work again? Oh, no, wait. Yeah, it's okay. I think I already know how it works. T is indeed an enum, but flags itself can contain multiple enums because each enum must be a power of 2. So in order to print this correctly, I have to run over all the bits. You have to run over all the bits in flags. If we want to do that officially, I should use my, well, officially as in maximum speed. Don't reinvent the wheel, etc. I have a bit iterator. So I could convert flags to my bit set, and then I have a tool to run over all the bits at maximum speed, which is totally ridiculous because it is debug code and it's printing, which is super slow. So I might as well just add a for loop that runs over all 32 bits. But hey, I have the code, I want to use it, you know, to keep my brain muscle warm, as in knowing how to do that. I think I have a utils bit set. Yep, and that is a template where T is, let's look for some documentation. T is an integral type, I already saw. Yeah, so this must be the underlying type of flags, sorry. So we have this flags type, and I want the underlying type that it is using, and then we have to really find it again. Here it is. Underlying type of the bit type is simply mask type, which is public, so I can just use mask type, I guess. So we can construct this from vk flags t mask type. How can I jump to flags directly using mask type? Way better than trying to find flags every time. And then I'll call this a bit mask, I guess. So I want to load the value of flags into my bit set, and I bet bit set can be constructed from the type from mask type. Yeah, explicit. You can do that. Now it doesn't get much more explicit than constructing it directly, but I'm using even using that. Okay, so we have flags, and then I must convert the flags to a mask type, otherwise it's not explicit enough. It's not going to do that implicitly, so we have to go to the mask type then. Find something that returns a mask type. That would be this one, also explicit. So the only way we can get that is by static casting it to a mask type. Static cast. Okay, and that's a long thing, so let's call it bit mask type. Is that, and since it is a type and it is depending on a template parameter, you have to tell the compiler that it is a type now. It's actually not the type of the bit mask. The bit mask has type bit set. I'm going to call it underlying type then. Okay, so we converted flags to a bit set, and lo and behold, that is done in 0 assembly instructions, because all of this is just casting basically. But now I can run over all the bits by using assembly instructions that just go to the next set bit, maximum speed. You just need to remember, look up, how to do that. Hopefully there is a documentation for that. How do we run over all bits? Previous bit in, decrease index previous bit. Next bit in. Would be really nice if they had an example. Doesn't look like it. Nope. 4. No example with 4. I have the feeling, however, that the correct way is something with next bit. Come on, or something with index. Bit set index. This is ridiculous. Why would I have this not documented? How to run over that? I probably used it already in this project, or not. Nope. Swap. partitions uses it. That's the only thing in this whole project that is using it. Bitset const iterator. Element index. Let's just look at this file. Doesn't do much. Nope. Set. Now I'm getting pissed off. I still think it is next bit in. F. Or maybe you should be looking for the bitset iterator. It's also not leading anywhere, at least not fast enough. A4. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 15 minutes. But it's nowhere near bedtime or dinner time, yeah. What is up? Well, what is up is that I just cannot find how to use my bitset code. I'm very certain that I used that in the past and I just cannot find it back. All of these things are just the same file over and over somewhere. Bitset.h is of course definitely not interesting to look at, so that's just the definition. And I use it in partitions, I think. There's a begin and end that uses a constant, or maybe that's how I should use it. Let's have a look at this then. Yeah, let's try that one. So somewhere in here we are using bitset. It was not directly push constant, no, but already got distracted. So I'm trying to serialize stuff to XML in order to be able to see what I'm missing in terms of data to create a pipeline when not calling preprocess 1, which is necessary to speed that up. And I got there because I was working on push constants. It's like a maze and I'm just lost somewhere. Now here I have vaguely something. So we have a utils bit set and I'm using an index of that. The bit set having an index being a bit set index, okay. And this seems to be a for loop then. And that runs from index begin until L is less than number of elements. Where number of elements is number of elements. Set index here. No, that's just an normal index. This is an example. Printing it. Oh my god, yeah. That just runs over everything because I also need to see the zeros. Really? Yeah, well, I need to print them anyway. I'll just have to reinvent it. I cannot find code that where I did use this before. I'm very certain that I want to use next bit in. Specialization for bit set. Next bit in, bit set. Why is that returning a void and taking a const reference? Advance index to the next bit that is set in mask. Index may be index pre-begin, in which case it will be set to the first bit that is set in the mask, if any, or index end if no bit is set. Otherwise, index must be in the range 0 to not including n, in which case a value is returned larger than the current value. If no more bits could be found, index set to index end. Don't call this function when index equals index end. Yeah, so that would be, even then we are using index, which is this thing here, in namespace bit set. So the index is going to be used, and then I guess I have another wrapper for that, being the iterator. So bit set index is the index. It's really pretty unbelievable. Why can I not find that? Oh, I see. That's how it works. Even faster. Yeah. I thought you need the CTZ or something like that. Well, you don't need that. You don't need the index at all in order to iterate over it. This is very smart, yeah. So I was looking for the next bit in, but that returns an index. And we don't need an index, we just need the bit. And you can do that much faster. So I'm going to need a const in iterator. So const iterator is being returned simply by bit set itself. We have a begin and an end. That's not what I was looking for. Yep. Begin. Okay, so we have my bit mask. Begin, and that was returns an iterator. Let's call that a bit iterer. Yeah, let's call it a flag. Flag unequal bit mask end plus plus flag. Why is it red? Oh, there's one thing too much here. So this thing just makes a copy. So flex is a wrapper around an uint32 type. This is the same thing, also a wrapper, so nothing changed. And it's still the same thing, also nothing changed, just makes a copy. This just tests if flag equals 0 or not. And this is a single assemble instruction that removes the least significant bit. Well, maybe 2 assembly instructions, I don't know, but a single clock cycle, I'm pretty sure. And then we need to get the least significant bit. So let's call that auto, or no, let's call that flag, I mean. So I need a new name for this loop thing here. Really, it's all remaining flags. Let's call it literally that, remaining flags. Or I could call it iterator and hide the fact that how the iterator works, because why would I call it like that, right? Yeah, let's just call it iterator or flag iterator, flags iter. Just call it iter, I think. Yeah. Can also use auto here. No idea what it returns. No, probably underlaying type, but okay. I don't know. What does it return? Turn to bit set again, bit set, and then begin. That was the const iterator, it's just down here, right? This one, it returns a bit set. It returns another bit set, okay. So now we have a utils bit set. It is in utils, right? Yeah. We have another utils bit set here that is just a single flag. And then I want to print it, the name of that. Let's do the separator, followed by the name of the enum, followed by setting the separator, because we begin with an empty separator. Okay, how do I print the name of an enum? For that we're gonna use the magic enum. And of course I have no idea, so I'll look it up. Magic enum. Oh no, help Ukraine now. Returns enum value, specified index, obtains enum value sequence, return number of value, obtain integer value, returns the name from the enum value. Looks like the one I need. Where is that? Magic enum, auto, I guess that's just a string, or what is it? Anyway, we'll be able to print it. But wait a minute, my flag is just a bit set, so I have to cast it to T. Otherwise it's not the right thing. So we have to do static cast to T. Otherwise magic enum won't work. Where T is an enum, that's therefore only going to work when flag is of the underlying type. That's not today. Thank you. Mr. Deek, how are you? What shall we do? Yeah, I was going to look at bit set if I could cast that to the underlying type, and if not, how. The underlying type is the mask type. And the mask type we can get back from, there it is, just operator something, parenthesis. Why am I looking for more? I don't know. It's probably the only one. Yep. So that would print it, I think. Yeah, I would say if this compiles then it works, but let's test it anyway. But not the Logitech mouse that I have, because they don't sell that anymore. I really like it that this one has so many buttons. And it doesn't compile. XML write to stream, utils not been declared. That's a serious problem. Maybe I should include a header of bitset. Utils bitset.h. Yeah, I can include that before that. What? Required from XML write to stream. Required from, redefinition of utils operator less than bitset t. Previously defined here. That's strange. Exact same line number. That gives us hope. Did I? Okay, so we have a pragma once and still it's including it twice. Can someone explain this to me? Redefinition of template class T1 standard OStream utils operator less than standard OStream reference bit set. Note template previously declared here. Same file, same line number, same everything. Object flags. Required. I'm not seeing it. I mean, I'm wondering why I'm even writing this a bit set to an OStream. I mean, why? Where? I'm not interested even in doing that. So think I'm not doing that, but it's still instantiating utils bit sets, and that causes it. Sure. Very interesting. I don't think this will work. But it should. It should work. I see. You're joining the group of addicted viewers. First, I only did it late at night. Actually, the other way around would have been sounding more addicted. First, I was only watching it an hour or so during the afternoon. I'm from the Netherlands. And it compiled and it crashes. Thank you. And then if you look at it, and what am I looking at? Flags. Seriously, there's no flags. I want to see flags. Otherwise, what am I testing this for? Let's try faking a few flags in order to see that it works. Pipeline factory. So I'm printing here FlatCreateInfo, which serialize. In the end we get here, and then we print this flags. I might as well set it flags here, I guess. Just object flags. No, let's not be ridiculous. Pipeline input assembly state create info. Is that really the one? And that has flags, which is a pipeline input assembly state create flags, which is empty. I remember now. There is nothing to define. Oh, well, we can't test that, right? Can we? No, we cannot test that. Let's try to find another enum that has something in it. Stencil up. I could make a flags of stencil up and then set a few of these. Random, but to test it now. Let's do 0 and E0 and I don't care. So they're probably VK. I have absolutely no idea why anyone would want to visit the Netherlands. It's about the most boring place you can visit, I think. Yes, I meant VK stencil op. A real AI would just have silently changed it, shaking its head. No, I would not code in C#. In fact, the last time I heard someone started a project in C#, I was like giving up on them. They did OpenSim, to the copy of the Second Life network, but on open source. And I was like totally enthusiastic until I heard that they decided to do it in C#. And then I gave up on them, and I was right. It went nowhere, and it's still buggy. E-increment and clamp is not a member of VK. Did you mean? Yes, I did mean that. You have to put stencil up in front of it. It's an enum class. I'm not coding in any other languages any more than C++. I mean, during my teenage time, I coded in different languages, but man, that's long ago. It's not worth talk about those languages anymore. What the? You can do this, you cannot do this. That better works. All I'm trying to do is test my print. Static assertion failed. It's being called with T is VK flags. What? What? Oh no, the bit set T of the bit set, okay. How on oh no, how on earth can the underlying type be a VK flags? It's a mask type. That's not true. But Q&A. Well, I'm in the middle of something. No. This is weird. What is underlying type and why is it VK flags? The type of flags is that, but underlying type is not. It should not be. Underlying type, no. VK flags mask. I don't know, man. Does not make any sense. I happen to know that it is an uint32 type. Let's see what happens if I do that. Yeah, well, I don't like to talk about myself that much anyway. I mean, Q&A sounds like I have to tell a lot of personal information. But beyond what was already in the FAQ that I wrote, there's not much to tell. And we have 9 viewers, so it's kind of a waste of time then. I've been interviewed in the past for something. But yeah, I mean, there must be at least a few thousand people listening to it. Otherwise, I don't see the point. I mean, otherwise, it's not a Q&A. It's just you being curious. I don't want to talk about Python or JavaScript. I just want to code C++. Required from. Let me concentrate on this. In instantiation of write to stream, with T is VK stencil op, which is the enum class. Required from here, error invalid static cast from VK flags, VK stencil op to type underlying type, aka unsigned int. Utils bit set underlying type, bit mask static cask underlying type flags. So it doesn't want to do that. Why not? Flags VK stencil op. I have to keep an eye on the stock market as well. The stupid thing locks me out every time. And I can't log in. Well, I protected myself against logging in while streaming. But then I do this. I just work around it, of course. Yeah, as expected. As expected. Oh yeah. Yeah, what was I doing? Why is it not compiling? Invalid static cast. Okay, so apparently mask type is not what I thought it was. Would be nice if we could just print what it is then. This looks very much like underlaying type. That really should be the... Yeah, I don't get it. I can cast it to a mask type, but apparently then I get back VK flags. So, what? I'm gonna try then standard underlying type. T type. An A too much. Yet again, T. No, that's somewhere else, sorry. The T is VK stencil op. Int, there it is. Oh, 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 it is an integral type, it's just not unsigned. My God, why is it not unsigned? Okay, make unsigned, there is something called make unsigned, I bet. Make unsigned. Not here. I'm not even looking. I'm looking at it now. Come on. What's why? I meant here. Make unsigned. I guess that would be like make unsigned underscore T. Type traits. Well, I guess. Yep, already have type traits. No. Utils bit set make unsigned type underlying type, set a class underlying type, and then underlying type can just simply be type name of I'm gonna use VK flags mask type as before. It plummets down. Yeah. I was trying to sell it for 631, but it was 630 and a half. So it was a half too low. So I didn't sell it. And now it is yeah, I should have sold it. A half is nothing, you know. Let's call me an idiot. I missed it again here, by the way. That would have been very top. Am I boring people very much if I every now and then say something about the stock market? Yeah, look at this. Oops. This. So I wake up, especially at 9, which is super early for me, in order to sell at 6:32, but I didn't. I did get up, but I didn't. And I went down, 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 and I thought, oh man, yeah, well, probably it's going down today. So let's sell at, it's never going to be 6:32 again. So let's sell 6:31. And then it went up again, and then you still feel like, yeah, but maybe, you never know if you see this. So I didn't sell again. And then I went all the way down. And now I thought, damn it, I should have sold at 6:31 here. I was low and low and low. And then it got up, 6:30.7. Here I literally typed in sell for 6:31. But I didn't get, that was 6:30.7. So I was even 0.3 euros down per stock. Otherwise I would have sold. So, okay, fail. And I canceled that sell again because I thought, yeah, I mean, you know, this bottom is a little bit higher than that one. This is a little higher than that one. So for the same thing, we go up like that again. You just don't know. So I canceled it. And then here it goes up to, let me check, 6:31.5. But I didn't sell because I canceled it again. And after that, it does what I thought it would do. And now it's doing that really, really, really steep. It's just fun. I don't know. It's hard to predict. Why does it still not compile? It's amazing. Warning, narrowing conversion. And I want to talk about it. I think I'm going to eat pangang today. Just order with the Chinese. Hey, it compiles. And there we are. It prints E0 and E-replace. Scary, but I mean scary because that's not the right name. I don't know where it got the E-replace from. Is there an E-replace in the same type at the same value? I don't think so. What the hell? Okay, we did this in serialize in where did I put it? Serialize on H. What? Replace. Replace? I think it went completely wrong. Increment and clamp is the right value. And it prints replace. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Replace has the value 2. Oh, oh, really? This is not a bit mask, this. It's not a bit mask. 3. Yeah, 3 is 2, the bit 2 set. So I had 1 and 2. That makes 3 together. So the printing works, assuming you... Oh, right. So how is that supposed to work then? You cannot set multiple VK stencil ops, I guess. So there is no flags of this type. Stencil op flags. Seriously? Just literally type that. Also empty, also empty, also empty. Why are they only adding empty? There's one that's not empty. Sampler create something. And this better be binary. Yep, that's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. Much better. I'm going to use this one. This. Let me paste it somewhere. That, and let's say this one. And that then is part of that enum. Maybe I should print all the enums separately in the XML. Actually makes a lot more sense. Okay, now it prints the right thing. It seems to work, but yeah, probably I should print this and this separately, because using this vertical bar here, I'm not using the XML to its full whatever. which in turn means that I do not want to overload well, write to stream for VK flags, but only for enums. Yeah, that's again not simple. I could use this one maybe. All my gain of today is evaporated. Wow, it's just going bad with the markets. Well, I sold 1 day too early, I think. But, what I sold 1 day too early. And I should have sold this morning what I have left. Then I had 400 euros more than I have now. Would have had. Yeah, I wonder what is the news then, you know. But let's see if Bitcoin is dropping as well. No, not particularly. Bitcoin went up 7% today, it seems. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it is so annoying. Cannot just say shut up, it just keeps repeating. But I think it was the last time, or we get one more. Yeah, I defined this concept here, but I'm not using it here. I'm just using it somewhere else. Going to use it somewhere else. Let's not define it here. Let's define it somewhere else. Let's go to this one. No, I'm doing something wrong here. That is writing. For writing this would work, but it won't work for reading. That is, I don't think I can. Well, maybe I can. It depends. Who is calling the write to stream? That was someone from Bridge. Yeah, no, that's I don't dare to go this route. Let's just do it per VK flags. No concept needed. Or do I still need a concept? Maybe I still need a concept. I don't know. Right, so then I have to implement a read from stream in a way that whatever is being written here can be read back. Which means we need to read, we begin with reading into a string. That should work because I'm not writing any spaces here. Or might as well, you know, go all fancy and just read until the end of the string or a vertical bar. So change the separator. Normally, if you read like this, it stops at the next space. Is it not possible? I can write spaces here. Oh, yeah, why not? I don't want to do that. I just don't want to. Let's Google if we can, let's say. Basically, it's just a tokenizer, right, for strings. just changing the locale to use its own separator stuff. That goes a bit too far. That goes way too far. I think I wrote my own tokenizer. Yes, I know, of course. But I did, I think. So let's find that. Yeah. Problem utils. Well, might as well go into Tenixure. And then into utils. How do you find tokenizers back in this much stuff? Well, it should contain the word token. I'm already looking at that and I don't see it. Split maybe. Split. Yep. This requires an array. So this only works if you know in advance how many tokens there are. It's kind of stupid. Call found token for every token. Empty tokens exist too. Found token is called at least once as often as there are delimiters +1. Okay. Yeah, that's all I need in. Split with a lambda callback. Well, let's play it safe and just use read line here. Or get line, or what was it? Get line. Get line with delimiter. Why wouldn't I use that? I like this one. At least if I don't need to put everything in a vector, I might as well put it in a vector, right? Let's just read everything. String view. This is like temporary, so I might as well pass it by value, plus string view is super small. And then we have here our SVs. Maybe it's time to add debugging for this. Let's print out what we have so far then. Well, then I need to add code to read back my XML. Okay, leave it like that for now. Yeah, does this work? Standard get line or something? Was get line defined anyway? So I guess I already have it, but string. Yeah, already have string. Okay, so I still need util split. Oops, that's defined in util split.h. Who would have thought that? Yeah. Till split.h included. Let's move this one to pipeline. Yeah, the pipeline factory. So here I have a write, and I'm stupidly writing to an O stream here that prints to my, well, prints to DC debug. But now I also want to write it to a string stream. Let's do it this way. Let's just do it twice. Yeah, forget about the debug stream buff. Forget about it. Just write to a string stream. And then we can show that. And then I want to read that back. So now I need an XML reader. And how does that work? XML reader, no examples of course. Construction empty XML parser, XML file. I guess iStream, any iStream is okay. So iStream, comma version, parse. reader parse CSS, comma, well, my version is 0, of course. Yeah, that should read it, I guess. Something is wrong. What am I reading it into? There are no arguments to AIRs that depend on a template parameter, so a declaration of AIRs must be available. Yeah, I think it's just missing a header or something. Utils AI alert. Yeah, what do you want? Don't include that. Concept has to string was not declared in this scope. That's correct, and I'm not using it and probably not going to use it, but you never know, right? I'll just put it in, comment it out for now. DC has not been declared. Yeah. Not doing so much. I think I'm going to put this test below all those includes, just to make sure. A reader is not a member of XML. Did you mean header? No. I meant reader. It just didn't include XML reader.h, I guess. So now it's printed not as nice, namely like this. Still having that. And we should be reading it back immediately afterwards and then print something. But that doesn't happen. Nothing is printed except for maybe an empty line. But it's also not throwing any exceptions. So what happened? We're reading it, they're parsing it, should be calling. We should be calling what? The whole thing doesn't make any sense, because what I'm reading it into, I'm writing this, it should be reading it into something like that again. It doesn't even know what to read. What the hell? It would create the root elements. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Let's have a look at kind of working here. Just use this top. Let's go to XML and then look at an example here. Writer is just writing a catalog test. Could be kidding me, right? Here's a reader. Oh, that's you just call XML on it again with the reader. Okay. I think that's why I didn't print anything. In fact, let me create a new object instead of overriding this one. So pipeline create info. But I am in pipeline. Just call it. Oh, I have to take a bathroom break. I'm going to break my bathroom. Where's my bed? I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. Why on earth would I not be able to write FlatCreateInfo? Although it is a pretty big thing. Got to admit that. Yeah, we cannot write that. Whoa. No support for writing that. Yeah, okay, maybe it's a bit, would be a bit much. What we can do is print that one thing. Oh, there's nothing to print because there is nothing to print. Yeah. Well, it's not printed. Why am I sitting here? While I could be drinking hot chocolate milk. I mean, sitting here without a mug. Where's my mug? TT Troop. Oh, what a horrible color. Well, here's my XML output, and then again. Oh, not again. There's something here. Ta-da! It reads it back. Yeah, but it's not super special, I guess. Anyway, that does print it so far so good. We have tokenized. That's the only thing we did. Debug and serialize, and then that was this output. So the only thing we did was serialize it. Now I have to yeah, convert it back to underlying type, I guess, or not. Yeah, probably. No, I can construct it from, so I just need to construct a T here. Construct a T, it's a single bit, single flag. I've constructed from something with magic enum again. And this time we go from the name to the value. Enum value, seems like a good guess here. And SV. Nope. Okay, we have to look at magic enum again. Let's look at magic enum. Magic enum. In this case, you want to go from returns the enum value, and this index obtains a value from string or integer. Enum cost. Cost. Magic enum cost, and then the string. Okay, I hope that also works with the string view. Yeah. So T is our enum value, and then we'll just cast it back, right? Is that not working? Hey, Post Bunny is back. We missed you. I guess you were too early. You got just up, right? Early morning. What is this? Again, it's not compiling. Cannot convert. Enable if to that. Optional VK descriptor set layout bits to that in initialization. We cannot convert an optional value to the actual value. Okay. I guess there is a possibility that it didn't work and then its optional is empty or something. It compiles again. So how does then an optional work? Never use that. And then, or else, oh my god, has value? Maybe. Yeah, if it doesn't have a value, something is horribly wrong. Or shall I just ignore that? Operator bool returns contained value. Yeah. I think I'm happy with just value. So I'll throw if it doesn't contain a value. I cannot think of a reason. So flag.value is my t value. Now we have to accumulate that. So flags or what flag? Der bunny is back, yeah. Flag is that? Oh, what flag? Okay, now we need the flags, of course. Flags being flags, right? Oh, that's just flags. I probably should set it to 0 before that. Do we have a reset? Of course we have a reset. It's flags. And then we must grab that stuff by capture it by reference, of course. That is called glomp, I learned recently, like a few weeks ago. Although you can forget about the moderate, I think. I think I mentioned it on the stream. Cannot remember that, but I think I did. I looked it up. Bear and Bunny. B&B. B&B. Not if they're heavyweight, you don't. Bear is a heavyweight. I mean, the name suggests it. If he would be glomping you, then uh-oh, a hospital. Yeah, that's a good question. Where did I learn that? I cannot remember. Actually, I think you typed it. Yeah, so it was on the stream. I think you typed klomp and then I looked it up, what it was. Is that possible? I think that's what happened. So I learned it from you then. I checked my Discord, but I cannot read it. And if I click on it to make it larger, it probably pops up on the stream. Don't know if that's okay. I'll look at it later. I'm kind of getting tired, I guess, slowing down and everything. Maybe I should stop and eat something for lunch. Yeah, completely forgot. Undo, redo, yeah. Okay, I'm putting everything together on flags now. Is this should A4, really? Why? I cannot stop streaming anymore because of A4. It's like torture. Okay, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I stop whenever I want. Pretty sure this whole thing works now, right? Can read and write flags. Only took a few hours to write. Nope, does not know what reset is. Clear then maybe. And there we go again. Why didn't I jump to let's jump to mask type. operators and more operators, and that's it. Seriously? Seriously? This thing does not have a reset or anything even like it. We have an assignment operator. That is it. And that's from a normal assignment from another flags. So the only way to get 0 into this thing is by default constructing it. Yep, that's 0. No output again, because no output. We don't write anything anymore. Now I believe it, so let's kill this fool. And we have to go to the next one. Primitive restart enable. That was this one. Serialization. I think we're doing this one. Okay, so what is a primitive topology? That is an enum. Also needs support for enums. See, we do need support for enums, so I am going to use that concept. This should not compile. We'll try it like this. Yep. I guess it just falls back to read from stream. Yeah, that doesn't work. And write to stream writes an integer value, I guess. It's also not very nice. It's kind of the same thing as what I already have, except now I need my concept. Let's do the read first. I'm just copying everything. Put it here. And this is then for enum types. VK enums even. I don't know, it's not really a flag per se. It's an enum. No, I don't know. It's not a flag. It's not a flag, is it? It is not a flag. No. No idea how to call it. Calling it E. E of enum. Nah, let's call it the value. Then this is the same thing, I guess. Value string. And we read that. And then we don't have this. We have value. We don't need to split it. So we split. And then we get back. Magic enum cast tsv. And that would be, oh no, value string. I'm just going to assign it. Right, and then, well, let's add the right to as well, I guess, because the enum t. No, that doesn't work. I just need underlying type, as in like standard underlying type of t. Really? There we are. It wasn't that hard now, was it? I think that's what it was, because that's what this one is using as well. Standard underlying type, blah blah type, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's what it is. No, it's not. It's not. It is bit type. But that's for flags. And I use value. So now I have this, and then we have bit set. I don't need a bit set here. definitely not bit set. No separator. No running over bits. No iterator. No separator. I don't even need underlying type then. What are we doing? Value. Don't need to cast anything. It's already a T. Yeah, that's what it should be, I think. Herr Omnic ist da. VK detail, what? Detail has not been declared. Oh, maybe you are just mistaken and it was declared. What do you think about that? Where shall we get it from? VK utils. Print flags. I'm really going to stop the stream soon, guys. Just I'm going to eat something. Fortunately, I have Discord, so I do not have to feel guilty about breaking up people's chat. Why is it not compiling again? Why? Required. Static assertion. Magic enum asserts. Yes, Omnic, I did. Way too difficult for me. I'm sorry, but so loads of ingredients I never heard of before that you cannot buy here. What does this error mean? Magic enum requires enum implementation and valid max and min. Now that's nice, but then what is valid? What does valid mean? Am I calling enum value? I think I am. Yeah, no, that's enum cast. No, I just feel scared, you know. I look at your pictures and I think I never saw that ever before in the shop where I shop. And I'm really not going to, too scared to, buy random things that I never used before. I never cooked before, basically. Well, that's maybe not true, but I just don't know what it is. Stuff in the Netherlands, in the shops in the Netherlands, they look different, if they even have it. We don't have a butcher here. I could go if it was a butcher here. Maybe there is actually. There is probably, yeah, maybe. I could go there and show them the pictures, but have the feeling they are going to be like I don't know what it is. Either two, because yeah. I mean, by the way, it is again mostly meat. You eat like 100% meat, don't you? Well, with beans, okay. These are dried beans. I never saw dried beans. We have beans that are soft. I can buy that. Brown beans and white beans. They are very different. I don't think brown and white. Yeah, we don't have white dried beans, not this big. And what is this? I mean, it's plastic and round, but I can't see what's in it. And what is this? It looks like sugar or something, or salt maybe. And this is also a bottle with something in it. I don't know what lard is. What is that? This is salt. What is this? Oh, this is lard. Okay, I'm going to look up what lard is. Semi-solid white fat product obtained by rendering the fatty tissue of a pig. It wasn't fat enough. Oh my god. It looks, it sounds very unhealthy. You know? Fat, too much fat. This also looks already very greasy. What is really this? Man, we totally don't have that in the shop here. Well, none of this actually. We have this kind of sausages, although they look completely different, but they have this shape, and there's multiple sorts of it. But I don't know what this kind is, how it tastes or whatever, anything. And then these, I don't even recognize what it is. Pork's tail, ear, and trotters. That's probably why they don't sell it here. Because, yeah. Okay, let's go to, yeah, I shop mostly here. This is the stuff they sell here. That's how it looks like. This is our pork meat. And here you have more fatty pork meat in blocks. This is meat from a cow. That's a 1 piece. Okay, here's a sausage-like thing. It's definitely not what you had. As you can see, it's more like minced meat, bacon, hamburger, stuff like that. So it's not it's not like what you buy in with a butcher, where they literally have the cow back in the back, or the pig in the back, and they cut off pieces. They cut it in pieces and then they sell it. No, this, I don't know. This comes from a. This is all, you know, changed, so you cannot recognize it anymore, basically. But you understand? I know. I understand. I can buy this kind of stuff, but I'm scrolling over now. So then, when you show the literally recognizable tail of a pig or ears, then I don't think I can find that anywhere. Okay, I think I might have more chance with an actual butcher, which there is one here, but you know, Dutch people, they only want to eat Dutch meat and I mean Dutch food, the same. They're not going to sell Spanish or Italian or Portugal meat, because there would not be any market for it here. Oh no, is this something? It has a lot of grease on it, at least. But it's the rib of a pig. It's not. It's not the tail or the ears. It's probably one of the best places of the pig. Yeah, well, anyway, that's what I know. It's all pre-packed, pre-cut, and probably I would almost think that, you know, what you showed is probably considered waste in the Netherlands, and they don't sell that. Or maybe I'm mistaken, because I don't know. Anyway, I want me to show the final result. I would totally eat it, no problem whatsoever. But yeah. I don't know. I could buy, you know, something that is also meat, but that's so totally probably totally different than what you put into it. It's not even remotely going to be tasting the same or being the same. Anyway, I'm going to eat lunch at 4 p.m. because in 2 hours I want to buy Babi Panghang, which looks like this in the Netherlands. How do you type that? Babi Panghang. Pangang. Babi Panghang. You can make it yourself, I see. Well, not me. I just buy it at the... in the Chinese. Need pictures. You need pictures. No, okay, forget it. Yeah. I need to find out what this means and how to fix it. Hidden value must be in the range. Da 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 da. So this is not going to work then, because they have values all over the place. Damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm stopping the stream because I'm going to eat. Oh, this is going nowhere again. I thought I could do this with Magic Enum, but then after a few hours working, turns out that Magic Enum cannot do it. Okay, bye-bye.